Have you ever heard that hard work has its own reward? Well, gather close, and I'll tell you a tale that proves it. A story of two sisters, one well-loved, and the other, well, let's just say she had a very different kind of adventure. This is the story of Mother Holle. In a small, dusty village, there lived a widow with two daughters. Elara, the stepdaughter, was a vision of kindness and diligence, with hair like sunshine and a heart to match. But her sister, Morwenna, was sullen and lazy, and because she was the widow's own daughter, she was the favorite. The stepmother was as cruel as winter. She doted on Morwenna, letting her lounge all day, while Elara was treated like a servant. She scrubbed, she cleaned, she cooked. She was the Cinderella of the family. One day, her stepmother gave Elara a cruel task. "Go sit by the well on the high road," she snapped, "and spin until your fingers bleed." So Elara did. Day after day, she spun until her tender fingers were raw and, true enough, they bled. One single drop of crimson blood fell onto the spindle. Leaning over the deep, dark well to wash it off, the spindle, as if possessed by magic, leaped from her hand and vanished into the watery darkness below. Terrified, Elara ran home, but her stepmother didn't offer comfort. She only offered cold, harsh words. "You foolish girl! Since you were so careless as to lose it, you can be so clever as to fetch it out. Don't come back without it." Heart heavy with despair, Elara returned to the well. Peering into its bottomless gloom, she saw no spindle, only her own tear-streaked reflection. What choice did she have? With a deep breath and a prayer, she jumped. But she didn't sink. She fell through a shimmering light and awoke, not in cold water, but in a world of wonders. She found herself in a sun-drenched meadow, a tapestry of 1,000 blooming flowers under a sky of perfect blue. As she wandered, amazed, a voice called out, "Please, help us!" It came from a baker's oven overflowing with bread. The loaves themselves were crying, "Take us out! We'll burn to a cinder! We were baked long ago!" Without a second thought, Elara grabbed the bread shovel and carefully pulled out every single perfectly baked loaf. A little further on, she came to a tree so heavy with ripe red apples, its branches bent to the ground. "Shake me, I beg you," the tree whispered in the breeze. "My apples are all ripe." So Elara took hold of the trunk and shook with all her might. Apples tumbled down like ruby rain, and she didn't stop until every last one was gathered neatly in a heap. Finally, she saw a little cottage, and in the doorway stood an old woman. But this was no ordinary grandmother. She had remarkably large teeth. Elara, terrified, turned to flee. "Don't be afraid, my dear child," the old woman called, her voice surprisingly kind. "I am Mother Holle. Stay with me. Do my work well, and you will be happy. There's just one thing. When you make my bed, you must shake it so thoroughly that the feathers fly. For when my feathers fly, down in your world, they say, it is snowing." Reassured by her kindness, Elara agreed. She worked diligently and always remembered to shake the feather bed with all her might, laughing as the feathers floated through the air like a winter storm. And Mother Holle was true to her word, treating Elara with kindness and feeding her well.
But after a time, a quiet sadness settled in Elara's heart. She missed her home. She went to Mother Holle and said, "You have been so kind, but my heart longs for my own people. I must go back." Mother Holle smiled. "Your loyalty pleases me. For your faithful service, I will send you home myself." She led Elara to a magnificent golden gateway, and as the gate swung open, Elara stepped through, and a glorious shower of gold rained down upon her. The liquid gold clung to her clothes, her hair, her skin, until she shimmered from head to toe. "This is your reward," said Mother Holle, placing the long-lost spindle back into her hand. The gate closed, and in a blink, Elara was standing in her own courtyard. And who should see her but the rooster on the well, who crowed triumphantly, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Your golden daughters come back to you!" Her mother and sister could hardly believe their eyes. They welcomed her warmly, greed sparkling in their eyes as they listened to her incredible tale. The stepmother saw a golden opportunity, literally. "Morwenna," she commanded, go and get us more gold." So the lazy Morwenna was sent to the well. She pricked her finger on a thorn, smeared blood on a spindle, tossed it in, and jumped after it. She too awoke in the beautiful meadow. She too found the oven full of pleading bread. "Oh, dirty my hands for you? I think not," she sneered, and walked on. She found the apple tree begging to be shaken. "A likely story," she scoffed. "One might fall on my head." And she walked on. She found Mother Holle's house, and remembering the gold, started working with false enthusiasm. But soon her true nature showed. She lazed in bed, she did shoddy work, and she made the bed with a feeble flick, letting hardly any feather stir. Mother Holle soon had enough. "Your service is ended. You may go." The lazy girl grinned, already dreaming of her riches. Mother Holle led her to the same golden gateway, but as Morwenna stepped through, sploosh! A thick, black, sticky torrent of pitch poured over her, covering her completely. "And that," she said sternly, "is the reward for your service." The gate slammed shut. Morwenna returned home, not shining, but stinking. And the rooster on the well saw her and cried, "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Your dirty daughters come back to you." And try as she might, she could never, ever wash that pitch off. So, remember, kindness and hard work are their own kind of magic, but laziness and spite, they leave a stain that never fades.